What is going on, everybody? Happy Friday. What the hell is going on in the screen? What you're seeing here is comic royalty in this community have infiltrated Three Men in a Basement, and I'm the only one left. I'm the only one. I'm the sole three men left. Otto and Dave got kicked out for this wonderful panel we have here. So one at a time, let me bring these guys in. Uncle Frank, say hello to the people out there.
Hello, how's everyone doing tonight? Thanks for having me on the show. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Doug Bratton over there in the corner. You're, what are you, Peter Brady, I guess, in this thing?
I think so. Thanks for having me on, Roger.
Appreciate you coming on. We got Joker, East Meets West. Say hello, brother.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Joker from East Meets West Comics. Thank you for joining us tonight, man, at 3 Men in the Basement.
I almost said M21 again, man. It's still,
it's a habit. I know.
Still in there. Still in there. And the legend from the streets of Brooklyn, Street Side Anthony. What is going on, man?
What's up, everybody? Thank you for having me on as usual. I appreciate you guys so much, and it's great to hang out with you, and we have so much fun tonight. I can't wait.
And last but certainly not least, the man, the myth, the legend with the red-headed angel. Is that what the very hairy angel? What is going on, brother?
What's up, man? Joker, I didn't even get to say hi to you backstage. I apologize.
It's all good, bro. It's all good, man. Now you took me live. How's it going, bro?
So for those that people are joining us, not realizing tonight we are doing a special. We are going to do a preview of Terrificon that is next weekend. Everybody that's on this panel and maybe joining us later on are attending the con in some form next weekend. 3 Men in a Basement. We will have a table. And we will be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm staying over till Monday. It's my big little vacation. So before we get into that, let's hit the chat and see who's in the who's chopping it up here. We got Something Wong first in the house. What's up, brother? Keep your curly hairs to yourself. Mike the Beast Benson, Deep Dive Comics. Paul PC 1974. What's up, my man? I think we're gonna see him next weekend. Benny Beans. Not sure if he's going. I think so. But let me see. Michael P. What's up, Mike? Johnny Dakota, all the way from Great White North. We have, let me see. Chopping it up there. Wookie Fodder 80. What's up? 3 Men in the Basement. Otto is not live because he is on his way to, or almost on his way to Lake George for a lacrosse tournament with his son. That's why he was unable to join us tonight. Lots to do, lots to pack. It's his yearly summer tour of the globe. Uncanny Swag in the house. Did I say Mike the Beast Benson? Oh, I said it again. Let me see. Michael P. Something. Chinmo. Is Chinmo announced? Nelvis Eats. What's up, brother?
Yeah,
we have Uncanny X-Dan. What's up, brother? Oh, the Comic Forge. Guy Forge is in the house. Flame Brain Comics. I think Joker's in there. I think Josh Grab's in the house. He was on Wednesday's version of this show with Otto. So, all right. I think I'm up to date. You know how it works. If I missed you, I apologize. Keep chopping it up in the chat. If you have questions for any of the panelists, go ahead and type it in there. We'll try to get to it. We always count on the chat to be lively. So,
yes.
How are we all feeling tonight? Good?
Awesome.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
All right.
Excellent.
So how about we start with, because I know Uncle Frank and Street Side had mentioned they were limited for time. So Uncle Frank, why don't we highlight that guy?
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Let's do this. I'm working on it. Sorry.
Where's Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Highlight this guy, man. All right, Frank. So what we want to know is, okay, you've been to Terrificon before, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So what is your past experience? Tell the people what you think of Terrificon and your experience, your previous experiences.
I've only had good things and good experiences there. I've never had a bad time. I just get lost. I mean, I could sit there and do people watching, which is what I like to do. And I take pictures with people in cosplay. I like shopping around. Before you know it, 5 hours has gone by, and I haven't even gotten a book yet. I mean, I'm just enjoying the whole atmosphere of it. When I go a few days, and the day that I take my better half, we make a whole day out of it, and then we end up having a very overpriced dinner at night. But you know what? She deserves it.
You're not the only one. That is like a routine for that show.
Yeah. It's tough to find a place that's not overly priced, but
oh yeah, in that area, absolutely.
But yeah, no, it's always a good time. I got diet advice from Lou Ferrigno one year, but of course he wanted the money first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before he spoke to me, he goes, "You want a picture? It's this much." I'm like, okay. And then when he hung it up, then I can ask him a question or two. So
yeah, they always say before you meet, one of your heroes, be careful what you wish for, because my brother, the brother Dave, wanted to meet Lou Ferrigno in the worst way. Paid all the money to take a picture. It cost you $30 to use your own phone. Had him sign something, and he said, "When I take this picture, can you put me in a headlock?" He said, "For an extra $30, no problem."
Oh wow! Wow, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, be careful what you wish for, right there. So, what days are you going this year, Frank?
I'm going on Friday and Saturday. I took block leave from my job, so I got the day before. So I have Thursday to Monday completely free, just so I can
nice.
air and decompress afterwards. All right, because it's going to be a wild weekend.
So you're going Friday and Saturday. Are you not going Sunday?
Maybe. I said that last year, but I ended up going to Sunday because I had a book. I need to get to CBCS, and then before you know it, I was there 5 hours. You know what I mean? Yeah. Instead of just dropping in real quick, I'm there all day again. So
it's easy to do.
Can I ask Uncle Frank a question?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we're here for, man.
What? All right. Other than signature, I'm probably stepping on your toes, Raj, because you're probably going to ask the same thing. But other than signatures, what are you looking for at the show?
Okay. All right. Can you see this behind me? What?
CGC box?
No. This. Oh. Right here. This. Okay. So I have a set of prints. They're hanging up on my wall. Okay. But I don't have these slabbed. It's the print signed by Mike Zeck and the comic in it. And I just want to buy them the entire set slab. It doesn't have to be 9/8 at all. I would like for them to match, but it doesn't have to. I'm not auto,
You want the print
slabs? I want these individual issues slabbed.
Oh, I got you.
The entire okay. Because I think it would look real nice with the signed print by Zeck, all right, right next to the actual CGC slab.
Yeah,
I think that would look great. And I'm also working on the first few Harleys. I have a first appearance. That one I had great done. I had incredible work done by Michael and Lenny. I also have a 9.8 that I bought, but I'm looking for the the Joker, the Batman Harley, the Alex Ross cover.
Yeah.
All right. I'm looking for that in high grade. Again, doesn't have to be 9.8, but it can't be a 9.0 either. All right. It has to be kind of somewhere in between. And also the Mad Love. I would love those appearances in there. Great. So it's a short list. There's some other stuff that I'm looking for, but those are the things I'm trying to key in on, if at all possible. And if it doesn't work out, guys, guess what? There'll be another con.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah.
Okay. So
do you have any TV personalities or anything you're looking forward to seeing, or any artists that you might be getting, remark or a commission done by?
I'm not really a remark person. I've only had a couple of signature books, and one of them was Jim Steranko. All right, because let's face it, I wanted to get a signature from him because he's getting a little long in the tooth.
Yeah,
he has a very pretty signature. He has a nice signature.
It's very
he does. Yeah, he really does.
So and the last Terrificon, I met Chris Claremont. I didn't have anything to buy. He was selling one of his novels, his fantasy novel, for a donation. Absolutely. And he signed it over to me. I took a picture. He was great. He talked to my wife and I for a while. So those are the kinds. I'm looking more for the interpersonal experiences with these creators.
Sure.
I think it's so weird the way Clayton Crane charges more for the size of his signature. I think that's so ridiculous.
Well,
you want to all
that. Yeah,
I'm like, that's so great. If you want it in rainbow colors or whatever, it's like $100, but just a crane is $30. I'm like, come on, man, just sign your name. Come on.
When he had exclusive submissions with CGC, the last Terrificon, he did not charge more for those signatures.
And now he is.
After that, he's realizing, hey, I can make more money with these rainbow things. Because I didn't even realize the Rainbow Sig was an option when I had 3 books signed, 2 came back 9/8, and
Wow.
they were just. I mean, the signature's still pretty. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, no, he's great. Yeah, but I'm sorry, it's your turn, Frank. Apologize.
No, this is open discussion, guys, for sure. So, do you have any? Do you bring any trade bait with you? You got any slabs that you're gonna bring with you to try and trade with?
I'm thinking about it.
I'll buy him.
I have this box I gotta open up, wherever the hell it is. Yeah, I gotta open up that box.
Okay.
So
Ryan's in the chat.
You might have some trade bait in there.
I might. You never know. So I guess we shall see.
Mm.
I don't think there's anything too big in that box anyway. So
I don't know who we did commission for, but is it you, Gary?
No, he did it for it's in the chat.
No, I missed it up.
Man from Beantown.
Oh yeah, Man from Beantown, right there.
Oh,
I'm picking up. Oh yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Nice. That's dope, man.
Nice. You know,
yeah.
I was never. This is strange. It's a lot about the way I collected strange, and you guys know that. But my biggest thing about having commissions done is I would rather have it raw than have it at a 9.6. Does that make any sense? Like if I can't be guaranteed that the commission is going to be a 9.8, it's going to bother. It's going to bother me.
Yep.
I would rather have it in a top loader in one of those frames that guy was selling at our swap. Because
I wouldn't care.
No?
I wouldn't care, no. Just me. Yeah, 9.6, 9.8. It's for the PC. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
About
like
original art, it's a 1 of 1. So the grade. Yeah, I understand what a 9.8 looks like on a sketch cover or a book with a remark, but remember, it's a 1 of 1. It's personalized.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Even if
the
it's
highest
not
grade it's going to be. Yeah.
to Roger, to Uncle Frank, even if it's not signed to you, it's still personal.
But does it look any better in a slab than it does on a top loader with a nice frame?
I always like my stuff slabbed, but that's just me. That's the beauty of this hobby, isn't it? Is the amount of options and choices and
I just got that beautiful. Yeah, I just got that beautiful sketch from Sketch Card Girl. And it's Sabine Wren and Ahsoka on the cover. I mean, this thing is just, it's absolutely gorgeous. And at first I regretted not having her send it to CGC, which I could have. But then I'm thinking, if that came back at a 9.6, I probably would have cracked it. That was my OCD. I don't know.
It's a preference.
All right. Yeah. So, all right, last question. Who the vendors you're going right to?
I'm going
Other than Gary.
Other than Gary?
Why other than me? I think
because that's an understood. We know we're all going to you first.
I'm going to Gary, all right. And also, I would like to get one of those Ken Lashley Werewolf by Night homages that come.
Oh, the number 1, right?
Yeah, the Moon Knight number 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to snag some of those too. Those are great.
Yeah, Josh, get me one, Josh, on Thursday. I need one.
Thursday. As soon as we get in there, I'm getting a stack this big. Who wants
virgins and trades, right?
Are they virgins? Okay, all right. Didn't know that it was virgins.
Beautiful.
It's too bad. Too bad he's not there.
Oh yeah.
Have him do a remark and have a signature and send it in and maybe get a 9.6.
You might be at New York, though.
Oh, he's going to be in New York Comic-Con? Okay.
He might.
Yeah, you're right. He might.
All right, Anthony, you're up, my man.
Thanks, Josh.
Go.
Dude,
thank you, Frank. Appreciate you. That's nice.
Nah, he got me. I know you do, Josh.
Yeah. He's doing the mean little brother. He's a little brother act right now.
Exactly, yes.
All right, Anthony. Have you ever been to Terrificon?
No, never been. Now I've been so I've never been in Terrificon, but I was in Mohican when it was going on one year. It was a long time ago.
What?
So I saw like 1 million people going in. I didn't even realize I was just there and I didn't even go in. That was a long time ago though. But I've never been to Terrificon. First time.
You were at the casino when there was a comic convention and you didn't go in?
Yep. It was a long time ago. Long time
down
ago.
St. Catherine Street, not going in the strip bar. Jesus Christ! What self-control you have.
No. Yeah, I don't remember why. I actually, I know what it is. Now I remember because it's like I said, it was so long ago. I was there and saw some event going on, and to hear the word Terrificon, what the heck is that? I didn't know what it was, and then later that day I found out what it was, and I was kicking myself in the ass for saying, "Oh, I didn't go," and because I didn't know. Like I said, I'd never heard of it before, so I wasn't really a con guy. Like the last con I went to, I think was the Jacob Javits Center, like in the '90s. When I just walked inside,
Nice.
I literally was riding my bike downtown, walked inside. I think I paid like $5, and who's sitting right over to the right was Henry Winkler. And I was like, oh, the fog. And it was like $10 or something. And I was like, oh, for 10, I was like $10 now. I'll just watch it on TV. And that was the last.
Can I give you
went to.
Can I just give you a little bit of advice? And anyone else who's going to the show, hasn't been to the shows for a long time, have a game plan written down, man. What you want to do. Right. Now, if you don't have any true agenda, go and mingle and do. But like, it gets overwhelming. I feel like I've gone into shows before with a game plan, but not a written down game plan, and I've just been overwhelmed, and I've so out the window.
Yes.
That's my advice for everybody,
especially if you're going one day.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah, that's it. Just Friday. Yeah.
You got to
just going on Friday, right?
So
yeah, that's a good
thing though about Friday.
Good idea, Gary, because I
probably be a little light early on, but as it turns to evening, it's going to get busier.
See, and that for me, like after 5 o'clock, I turn into a pumpkin, so I'm out of there.
You're good then. You have like a good few hours in.
Yeah, I'm gonna get there like bright and early. We're actually gonna take a slow boat to China up there, grab something to eat, maybe hit a comic shop before I get to the con to get my juices flowing and stuff. And then 1:30, bam, I'm in there. And of course, like me to see all you guys and stuff like that. For me, you're 100% right. Game plan. The first thing is I want to like see everybody who I don't get a chance to, who doesn't come down to the Bronx and is all the way up there and. So meet them, but like for comic wise, I'm just look for the bargains and have fun. But you're so right though. I have to think because I've bought collections before where I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? And like you said, game plan. Focus, put the blinders on and go forward. That's what you got to do.
Do you have any expectations then going in? I mean, if you've never been in there, you're just basically going in blind other than what you've heard us talk about.
Yes, absolutely not. I have no idea.
With no expectations comes no disappointment.
Right, exactly. I've gone to that arena for a WNBA match and an MMA match, so I know like how it's set up, like to an extent. Like
but it's not the same arena.
Talk about two ends of the spectrum,
It's not the same arena.
Yeah, right.
So the comic convention is not. The comic convention is not in that arena.
Oh, it's not. Like as soon as you're walking on the right, it's not. Oh,
no,
okay.
This is in a convention center that was built for the car show, the auto show, that huge, the Barrett Jackson auto show.
Barrett Jackson. Yes.
So this convention center floor space wise is about 4 times the size of the arena.
Street side, it's
huge, man.
Yeah, that I did not know. Wow, so you're telling me I'm gonna have to rent the U-Haul? That's what okay, now I know. All right. I'll bring my hand truck with me and everything and start loading up. All right.
Listen, my family's not coming to the next day, so when you realize I fucked up, I need to stay the night, you can crash.
That's funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Wow. Now I really do need a game plan. Holy cow. I thought it was just, and don't get me wrong, that arena is huge, the matches and everything like that. But I didn't know it was another. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, still only really the size of a hockey rink if you think about it,
Right. Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
So this thing, this convention, even the convention center it was in before they built this one, was twice the size of where the concerts are. This thing is gigantic, man. I mean, with all the people and all the vendors and everything, you still have aisles that are 10 feet wide. I mean, you have plenty of room to walk around. You have plenty of elbow room. It gets a little dicey sometimes for some of the popular artists, but
right.
Wait till you see them. And it's like, if anybody's ever been to a NASCAR race, and you go to a place like New Hampshire, and then the first time you go to Daytona and your fucking jaw hits the ground, that's what's gonna happen.
So I'm assuming this is going to be set up like with an artist alley and stuff like that, to where
Yep.
like certain. Okay, yeah, that's
So
what I
it's going to
thought.
be like a mid-range artist alley. That's actually I don't know if Roger, you saw.
Funny
the
that you
That's where you're
ask.
Oh, there you go.
So now you
That's
can
great.
see this is the floor plan. On the right is where you walk in. Obviously, the bottom left here is what you actually walk by to get into the entrance that shows on the right where the bathrooms are. The panel
Right.
rooms
Yes,
along
yes,
the hallway.
yes.
There's cosplay out there. There's people you can take pictures with. The table with swag, and usually where they sell like the comics that are exclusive to the show. You can see this
Okay.
little arrow where 3MIB are going to be in Artist Alley. I got a zoomed in picture here.
Look at
So
you.
we're down in H8, right next to Everett's brother, Power Kid
Bottom left
Comics.
corner.
Bottom
Oh,
left
nice.
corner. And then Gary is at 411 510, right?
Yeah, I
He's
believe
got
so.
this end cap right there. So
411 5 right.
yeah,
in the middle
411 510. So so this is the floor plan, and the far left, this is all Artist Alley over here, So
there. And then it
Okay.
goes even farther left there. Now you can see
Yeah.
like it goes even farther left.
yeah,
There's a-
all this
Artist Alley's a big
far
space.
left. Yeah,
Yeah.
Artist Alley is a big space.
Wow.
And this farther left is
Cool.
where you have, the actors and the wrestlers that are going to be there doing stuff. You have the bottom left-hand corner. You're going to have the Batmobile and the giant
right, yeah.
Thanos and the what do you call the thing from Ghostbusters? The car from Ghostbusters usually there.
Ectoplasm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. So this place is gigantic, man. I mean,
That's sick.
I would say a 16th equals a foot, not even.
Damn.
Wow.
But all right, so do you have so you have anything that you're actually hunting for, or are you just kind of going for raw keys? You have like something in your PC that you're like, I'd love if I could find this book.
For me, like I'm like my Instagram thing, Spidey. So anything Spidey, I like like the Mind Bombs and It's a Wonderful Life and stuff like that. Yeah, I like those
Well,
to find. In high grade, because for my PC, I like that stuff. The ones I have like mid grade, I like the weird stuff. I like the avant garde stuff. I want to find some good image stuff and some good Dark Horse stuff that people don't look for. That usually get so much cheaper because no one's looking for it. And then when something, you see it on somebody's show when it pops, that's when like, oh wow, look at that. I never knew that.
Mhm.
I found Malibu Sun 13 for $1. And then when I found that, I didn't realize it was a variant. I was like flipping it over, like, please be green. I was like, but still, I got it for $1 and sold it for like
That's
150
great.
bucks. I was like,
Yeah.
because that's like I don't know if you saw my latest post. I found like Truth, Red, White, and Black 1 through 7. I found like a couple of copies of each for like like ridiculous. It was in a bin, and the guy was just like, "Oh yeah, give me X amount." I'm like, "Okay, no problem. Here, there you go." So that's what I like looking for. I like looking for that stuff that people don't normally look for. So that's basically kind of what I'm gonna look for to be on the real hunt. Like when we did the comic crawl, and I went like all the way to the back. Everyone was looking in the Marvel and DC. I went nope, right to the Dark Horse, Indie, and found like I walked out with like 3 short boxes that day. It was so great.
That was a good day.
But on another note, I just want to say for you, Roger, and your table, I want to give this to you. It's 9.8.
Very generous.
Renew your vows. And it's, if you want to do a raffle or something, sorry.
Yeah, we are definitely.
It has the new label and stuff with the Spidey on it. So it's kind of cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'll be bringing that with me. And
we really appreciate that.
Oh, of course, and I will be bringing some trade bait. Like I'd still have.
Yeah, that was going to ask you next. You have some stuff you want to try. I apologize.
Jumping the gun. Yeah, I get too excited.
Okay. That's okay. It's like I said, open conversation here.
Mm-hmm.
The like I have the I sold the Bone 1 first print, but I do have the TMNT #1 second print. I'm bringing that, and
bring that to my booth.
yes. I was thinking of you. I was absolutely thinking of you. And I have a second print 9/6 of #2, and I got a bunch of stuff that I think like you guys would like to see. And like I said, trade. I don't want cash. I want trade. I want more books. I want to bring one book and bring like 1,000. You know what I mean? That's what I want to do. That's just the way I love it.
I'm sure the vendors would like that too.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, I was thinking if everything works out well, I might sneak in like Sunday in the parking lot. Be like, how many boxes you got left? All right, I'll take them.
Yes, Sunday's the day for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So since you showed that book that you're very generously donating to our table, so I'm going to talk about a little bit about what Three Men in the Basement are doing. So as I show, we are going to have a table. I had a nice new banner made up for it. Look at
that guy.
Oh,
Yeah,
sharp.
that's
Look at
nice.
that.
Hey,
Nice
you know
That
how
is
much
nice.
you know how much I had to pay for that model? I mean, people are not free these days. And I think it was a couple chicken wings and a French fry. But for reference, I'm 6 foot tall, so that was a pretty cool. I got a good deal and got print. So on top of Anthony's book, we also had a book donated. So we're going to be giving away both those books. This book was donated by Jamie and Megatron Von Doom from Alaska whenever it was up there for that con with Aegis. Basically, the idea is if you come by our booth and you prove that you're subbed up to us or you sub up right in front of us, you get entered into a free raffle for these slabs.
Okay.
Nice.
That's a good
Well,
deal,
go.
man.
So it's pretty simple. You don't have to do anything other than be subbed up to Three Men in the Basement on YouTube. If anybody knows anything about this High Republic book, this is there's 5 first appearances in this. This at a 9.8, and these characters are only going to gain steam as they start to write stories for them. If you're not reading it, I suggest you do. The story's great. I read the Light of the Jedi novel before this, and it helps the story actually makes a little more sense. Not that it doesn't make sense, but it's the first appearance of Keeve Trennis, Skier, Loden Greatstorm. What a freaking awesome name that is. Stellan Dios and Vernestra Rowe. And they had some cool variants and stuff. One of them being the first appearance of Marshawn Rowe, who was part of this Nihil group. But you have to read the book to figure all that. But this book was kindly donated, and now we have 2 of them. So there'll be 2 winners from the weekend. All you got to do is visit us, lower left-hand corner, H8. Come say hello. We will have T-shirts and pint glasses for sale. I had another 200 poker chips made up, so we'll be giving away swag, stickers, poker chips, our regular T-shirts like the one Street Side Anthony is wearing. I have some extras of those that we'll be doing giveaways, whether we ask some sort of trivia question about our channel when you come to the table. We haven't quite figured that all out, but you come by, you're going to get something. You're going to be entered into a raffle for nothing. So what's it going to kill you to come by and say hello, right?
Nice, it's dope. Yeah, awesome.
So we also have a list here. Some of the vendors are going to be here. Like Three Men in the Basement. Power Kid Comics, which is Everett's brother. He has his own comic book that he's created, several issues. It's a children's comic. What's funny about it is many of the characters are based on his family. So Everett is a character in there, and his wife and his kids and stuff. So I don't know. You guys recognize any of the other kind? I mean, obviously, Very Gary's there, but
what is it? Common Mint.
Comic
right?
Mint, they're based out of Connecticut as well, up in the Stanford area, down, I should say.
Yeah, everybody else I'm not too familiar with. No.
Anthony's original art is out of New Jersey.
Well, there you go.
Oh, he's got an end cap. He wants to have a lot of original art, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And then here's another list here. We got Comic Barricade, the Comic Barn, which was at our swap.
Mm-hmm.
Comics and Collectibles. I'm not. Comics Elite. I don't know. Is that the one from Instagram?
I think the online, yeah. Comics Elite, yeah.
Fantasy Frames are the people that were at our swap as well, which is good. I got some commissions I need to buy frames for. George Deep is an artist, and he was at our swap and gave me, Everett, and Dave some original art and some commissions and stuff on some books. He's been out of the game for a while and decided he wanted to get back in. So he's going to have it. And, of course, J&S Collectibles taking up all the room here. 4 spots. If anybody knows them, they got a lot of stuff. So there's going to be a lot of great people, like we showed. Look at the amount of room in this place. So
it's a lot of vendors.
That's
yeah,
so
a lot of vendors.
That is so sick.
Hey, Roger, the Comics and Collectibles guy, that was on, I think, the second, or I think on the second Connecticut swap, that was one of the stops. That was east of the river. The one that we had to go downstairs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's that guy.
Oh, no kidding. Okay.
And he was planning on doing this for a while. I don't go to that shop much anymore. But when he was a visitor at the last Terrificon a couple years ago, and he's like, I need to set up here. So I guess he got through and was able to make that happen.
Man from Beantown, if you try to cash our poker chip on the floor, you'll probably be kicked off. Just saying. Yeah, yes, Papa Everett. I haven't gotten there yet, but now I'm going to say it. Aegis Alaska also sent us a bunch of their variant covers to give away at our table as their donation. So those will be how we're going to give them away. I'm not sure, but Flame Brain, yeah, he's got a 3-man poker chip. The first round that I did had the logo on both sides. This time I put the QR code on the backside. So those are now our business. Now those are our business cards.
Makes sense.
So yeah, we got a lot of good stuff going on, and I'm pretty psyched about it. So let's go. Next up,
Aegis is me. No,
Surprise!
I guess it's me.
Highlight that guy.
All right, Mike.
Yep.
You've been to Terrificon.
No,
You've
my first
never
time.
been.
Never been to Mohegan Sun. No.
Man,
Popping my cherry this year, baby.
A lot of pop cherries going on. This
Yeah,
year.
oh yeah. Listen, I don't mind this one. I'm really excited about this one. I've heard good things about Terrificon. I've other than Terrificon, there's a big show. I've been going to New York Comic Con for the past 10 years. New York Comic Con is my thing. I'm skipping this year though. I'm not going this year. And I enjoy New York Comic Con. As a matter of fact, I might not skip this year. Manny might you might hook me up. We'll see. And usually I go to East Coast Comic Con. East Coast Comic Con is in Jersey. I enjoy that con too. That's real nice.
Dunzo.
Really? Damn.
What's Dunzo?
East Coast Comic Con.
East Coast Comic Con is no more.
Really?
Oh wow! I didn't know that.
Mitch actually told me that.
Wow.
Oh,
Well, that was a fun con to go to though.
That was a great convention.
For the cast, what Frank and Castle and Predator. Okay, Josh. But yeah, definitely. I'm like, I enjoy it. Listen, I don't have no game plan at all. You know what I'm going to this one. Usually I do when I go to New York Comic Con because I go 4 days in New York Comic Con and I'm prepared. This day I get signatures, that day I get this, that day I get that, whatever. But this one's I'm only going Friday and Saturday, and I'm going up there with Biggs. From the New York Warriors guys. And we're gonna meet up there, and then we're gonna spend the night there on the casino. What is it? Mohegan Sun? I don't know what's the name of the hotel.
Mohegan Sun, yeah.
All right, there we go.
So are you guys staying at the casino?
Yes, we are.
Oh, nice.
oh, nice.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
So listen, man. After the con, I'm looking forward to after the con and gambling and drinking and see how y'all people in the community act. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking forward to. But other than, I say it again.
Are you doing the whole weekend?
No, just Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
Just Friday and Saturday. I wanted to go Sunday, but we decided to just do 2 days. I think that's enough. I was trying to get the art chemist, talking about the art chemist there to go. I don't know if he decided to go or not.
Arsenio, you put in the chat, man. You going or what?
He's gone before, right?
I think he's gone.
I think I've definitely seen him at New York.
I mean, he came to our swaps. So.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Other than that, I mean, besides the New Hampshire show, this will be my second con, I guess. Going, and I really enjoyed New Hampshire show. It was fun going to that. I know this. It was more smaller compared to what it looks like. This map that you showed here, because that looked like right there, New York Comic Con right there. Yeah, man. I'm excited about Terrificon going on over there, man. Like I said, I think I'm gonna enjoy more like hanging out with the community and hanging out more afterwards and the after hours after the con than the con itself. So
that's what I'm looking forward to, man. Just having that fun meeting all you guys again and just having the comics are great, but that camaraderie, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking forward to, just hanging out BSing.
Hell yeah. And some of the things that we got going on. So Friday we're gonna do an 8:00 live show from the hotel lobby.
Nice.
For anybody that wants to jump on. Saturday, I don't know. Apparently we're having a party on the pool patio.
I was about to say, in the pool patio. Look at y'all.
Party on the pool patio. Okay, and then we do a live show on Saturday as well. Obviously the infamous Tom King coming in, Everett not having any idea who it was, asking him who his favorite artist was. It's fucking gold. So you don't know who you're gonna run into. And if anybody who's never stayed in Mohegan, when you get off the elevator, so if you're in the Sky Tower, which is the older hotel, which is the other one is newer, but it's closer to the convention. But the older one is in the middle of all the gambling and stuff. When you get off the elevator and you walk out, it looks like a living room. There's a couch, 2 chairs, there's a coffee table. That's where we actually set up our gear to do our live shows from. And the first year we did it, Ever and I said, I think you're going to let us. And he's like, what has more cameras at a casino other than a bank? He goes, we'll get 5 minutes into setting this up. If they don't want us to, they'll be here. And they didn't. And we were able to do shows there. And so, we got that going on for anybody that wants to be part of the show. We'll let everybody know what floor we're on. And
yeah, sounds cool, man. And definitely, I heard stories that throughout the casino, you'll bump into artists and creators and stuff. So looking forward to that too. You never know, might be rubbing elbows with Donnie Cates or something, playing.
Me and Jay were at the bar with Donnie Cates.
There you go.
2 years ago, Jay the butcher bought him a beer. And then he turned to us. He said, "Thanks, but I'm not sleeping."
How is he? Is he a nice guy? Is he nice?
Yeah, really nice.
I never met him. He seems to be a cool guy. Just the way he writes.
Can I message you some small requests to bring with you?
I'm bringing everything I have, so I can let you know if I have what you're requesting.
Deep Dive, the casino will not take slabs as line of credit.
Oh, wow.
But I'm sure you could find someone to buy it for you at pennies on the dollar if you're desperate.
Yeah.
So what's your expectations? Do you have any? I mean,
I mean, listen, I know I might have a good time. I know that's the number one thing. I'm gonna have a good time. I don't expect any. I'm not going for signatures. I'm not going for nothing. I might get a couple of books, some Batman books. I don't know specifically what I want yet. And I know I got a big book coming through, not from the con, from Erod. I'm gonna make my, I'm gonna get my. Well, I could say, it's a FF6. I think it was a 3.5 or 4.0. So yeah, I'm finally getting my big book on Friday, and yeah, man. So that'll be my book of the con. I'm not spending no big money out there. I think Biggs is gonna look out for some key books.
What's he looking for?
I think he's looking for some Batman villains, some DC keys, maybe. So
you don't hear that every day.
Yeah, So
are you bringing any trade bait with you?
I am bringing some slabs. I don't know what. I haven't gone through my slabs yet, but I might bring some slabs. Some slabs I'm not even trying to sell or trade. Before, but now that I'm going to a big con like this, I think I might part way with some of the books, the hard books, to let go.
Mark Spector, expectations to meet as many YouTube creators as possible. Shout outs. I'll be there Friday. Awesome. and I want to use that to say this. PSA. Guys, the YouTube community and Instagram community is huge. Yeah. And I know, I look at Mike, I'll tell you, use an example. I know you, but if I see you somewhere where I don't expect to see you, I might look right by you and not notice you.
Yes.
So you can't assume that if you come up to me and say hello, that I recognize right away who you are.
Yep.
And that goes for anybody. Whether I come up to you, that's why when I introduce myself right away, hey, Roger Levesque. Dude, when you meet somebody from the YouTube community,
say your name.
Say your name. Shake their hand. If you recognize them, shake their hand. Say your name. And if your name isn't the same thing as your YouTube or Instagram handle, say that too. Or else you're going to get a sideways look and be like, that dude was a dick. He didn't even recognize. He didn't even say hi to me. Like, I had somebody at our swap. Yes, I owed him a T-shirt, and I reached out and I was like, "Bro, are you almost here?" He goes, "I already left." I'm like, "What the hell?" He goes, "Well, I said hello." I'm like, "Dude, I was running around with hundreds of people trying to keep everything flowing. I no disrespect, but if you had said, "Hey, how you doing? I'm so and so," I would have stopped what I was doing. I would have talked to you. Like, you got to do that. You got it. And we talked about the next swap, doing like your name and then handle. And having them both,
exactly, like a name tag and shit.
So, and then also, you should get used to saying that, Be like, "Hey, I'm Mike. Joker East meets West." Bam!
Dude,
now they know who you are.
Maybe I'll bring a whole bunch of name tags. So if people come to the booth from like YouTube or Instagram, I'll just give them a name tag and just wear it for all the other YouTube or Instagram guys out there.
I like that idea.
Have 2 spots, so it's their name and then their YouTube
or Instagram handle.
Yeah,
exactly. It's true. I went to New Hampshire. I went to the
those
New
are
Hampshire
different,
show.
Shame
Yep.
on you.
I went to the New Hampshire show, and we
YouTube,
was looking.
Instagram, yep.
Me and Biggs was looking. Me, Biggs, and Manny actually. We was looking for some books, and somebody just walks up to us and New York Warriors, hey, yeah. I was like, hey, how you doing, man?
Yeah.
Whatever, whatever. And then I think Biggs recognized them, right? And then Biggs is like, oh, he put me to the side. He was like, oh, that's Theory 23. I was like, oh, Theory, okay, what's going on?
And you feel terrible because
Yes.
I walked by. New Hampshire's a good example. A guy that I have met before came by. You had a mask on your face.
Exactly.
You waved to me. I acted like I didn't know you. So because you're like, wave back, like, hey, how you doing? You know, and you come up, man. Come up. We're all very as friendly as we are on YouTube. That's how friendly we are in person, guys. That's why we all gravitate towards each other. So don't be afraid to walk up, say, "Hey, I'm Joe, and my handle is Honky Tonk 21 on Instagram. Good to meet you." And then we can you remember where you interact with that person. So PSA, when you're introducing yourself at a con, if you recognize them or if they recognize you and say it first, say your name and your Instagram or YouTube handle. That way everybody knows who they're meeting, because you can't expect I met you one time in a 4-year span. You come up and say hello, that I'm going to remember who you were. I might recognize your face, but I'm not going to remember your name.
So, like, hey, you.
Yeah, hey,
how's it going?
Hey, guy. How you doing, guy?
Yeah, that guy. Yep. I remember that guy. That's the guy.
Hey, pal. Man, it's been a long time, huh, buddy?
Yeah, that's a good point, Roger. Just introduce yourself. That's it.
I forgot to write that
and
down.
then with the mask and everything, like
the mask was terrible.
Yeah, man. Good.
So when he asked that question, I say,
because now you're like you're
Roger,
like this. You're like, oh, what's up? What's going on? You're like, who the hell are you? You know?
Yeah, he brought your lunch during
our crawl, dude. He did not just make us, dude. When you talk about gourmet sandwiches,
oh my god!
When he came the first time I met him, and we went on his crawl, and we were at a second or third stop was in Putnam, and he's like, "Anybody hungry?" He pulled these sandwiches out like they were made at a New York deli.
He not only pulled out the sandwiches, my man had the spread of snacks to go with the sandwiches.
All different kinds of chips. All the like the mayonnaise,
cookies,
mustard.
M&Ms,
But he took like a whole fresh loaf of bread and made like half of it Italian combo, half of it turkey, and then another one was ham, another one was whatever, and then he had another one. We made a little baguette, and he like stir fried onions and chicken, grilled chicken, and put like Dijon mustard on there. Now these were not sandwiches, man. These were like a gourmet, like the guy from Hell's Kitchen would have been embarrassed.
So he's just walking around with like a bunch of Tupperware.
He had it in the cooler in the car. Yeah, it was the call. So we were following each other in the car.
Okay,
hey, crazy. Oh, he killed it.
Oh my god, I want to try a piece of every one of them. They were so freaking big, they were hard to eat.
That steak sandwich that he made was just incredible.
Yeah, dude, he killed it. Yeah,
go, guys.
All right, so any you care about any like the wrestlers or TV artists or?
Honestly speaking, I only know a couple of artists that's gonna go. I don't know about the celebrities. I'm big on the like old school wrestling. They got old school wrestlers. I'm happy to meet them. Definitely.
I think they have some new old school. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
you ain't gonna
like
see
90s.
From like even newer than that, man. Like like the early 2000s kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing someone like if the Sergeant Slaughter's there, then that'd be awesome. I'll take a picture with Sergeant Slaughter. I'm cool with that. You know,
I've seen him in New York, right? You've seen him at New York.
Yeah, I seen him all the time. Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Get him to sign that G.I. Joe book.
Oh yeah, I could.
Oh yeah, the G.I. Joe. Yep.
It's an AEW guy, pretty much. It's all. Oh, he said all AEW. Okay, they got good wrestlers at AEW.
I haven't watched wrestling in a really long time, so I don't even know what that means.
Josh versus Joker versus Ric Flair cage match. Listen, Josh will win that one.
I think Ric Flair will win that one.
Oh, yeah. So just thought this my hero. There you go, guy. Okay. But yeah, man, definitely. Any celebrities? I off the head, I don't know which ones are going. You know which ones are going?
So you're not having any. You're not doing any commissions or anything like that. You're not going to have any
commissions. No, I'm not doing any commissions. I'm not really big on commissions like that. I think one year I will, but right now I'm not into commissions. I know Manny loves doing the commissions. Talking about the wrestlers, he's done a nice little Sergeant Slaughter commission. I forgot what was the artist's name, and then he had Sergeant Slaughter just sign it, and he ended up getting 9.8 on the book. So that's awesome.
Can I give some advice on the commissions? I'm full of knowledge tonight. For all you guys in the chat or any of you guys who are going to Terrificon, and this really goes for any convention, I have 2 major suggestions. One, hit up the artist before the show and have him do the commission, and then you can show up and just pick it up. Now, if you wanted to get a gold label, whether it's CBCS or CGC, I believe they have the same process. You have to pick up your commission with a witness from CGC or CBCS, and then you go and you send the book out. It gets graded to get your gold label. Okay, that's my first suggestion. Right. Get a pre-commission before the show. My other suggestion, if you can't do that, is take care of your signatures and commissions on Friday. Yeah. Most importantly, your commissions, because that gives them a couple days to do it. So you want to get to them early, especially if you're going to be there for all 2 or 3 days. You want to get to them first. Give the commission, give them their money, and then come back, give them time to get it done. Just some more suggestions from these conventions.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah,
like
because then they're not tired, like they're like really fresh and everything. Yeah, they're like right into it. Like, yo, I'll do.
You
the
don't
first
want to
one,
be the
like,
guy
really great and everything.
squeezed in. You don't want that squeezed in commission. Like, I don't know if I have enough time. All right, I'll do it. You don't want to be that guy.
Maybe you'll get lucky, like I did in New Hampshire, where Ron Larry Jr. didn't have time, so he took it home and gave me an upgrade for nothing.
And that can happen too. Nice. That's kind of why you want those pre-show commissions, because they could sit at their desk, they could put the effort in, and it's usually going to be the same price.
Do you think it's too late to reach out to them since it's a week away? Or because I really wanted a commission from Megan Cates Hutchinson.
You might be able to get in still. It depends how busy they are. But yeah.
Well, right. So is it better to reach out to her this weekend or just wait until Friday at this point?
I would reach out now. The earlier the better.
Right.
Yo, my man Otto saying, Roger, tell the snooker story. What's snooker story?
So the first time we went to a con, we told that story many times, where he's like, I got an extra ticket. I'm like, what do you mean, comic books? So I go to this Comic-Con in Rhode Island with him. Brought all the kids, me, him, and all our kids. And all the kids dressed up. And I'm going up and down, and Jimmy Superfly Snook is there, and I'm like, that's my guy. Like, when I watched wrestling as a kid, he was the one I rooted for. I thought he walked on water.
Yep.
So I was like, you know what? Because I'm looking at what they're charging for pictures and stuff. I'm like, he had Diesel was there, and he paid like $50 for him and his kids to take a picture with the dude. I'm like, I don't think so. So all of a sudden I see Superfly. I'm like, I'm going to circle back around and get a picture with that dude. I don't care what it costs. That's one of my childhood idols. I want to fucking take a picture with him. So we walk back around, and he's gone.
Right? Oh, damn.
So he had packed up for the day.
You snooze, you lose, bro.
Right?
Come on, man.
Up for the day. 2 weeks later, he died. 2 weeks later, he died.
Oh, wow. That sucks.
So... I'm not saying that I would have saved his life had I gotten a picture of him.
But you're also
I'm also not saying that he didn't die because he didn't get to meet me. So just throwing that out there.
Lesson learned, Roger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, lesson learned. So if you ever have somebody that you wanted to meet and they're at a con, just pay the money, because you never know what's going to happen.
You know, I never understood, like, because I've been to a few cons and stuff like that, but nothing really huge like Terrificon now, and I never get the people that like will go in and like see a book, and it's like $20 whatever like that, and say, all right, I'm gonna go to next table, and then by the time they get back to that one, the book's gone. I'm like, no, when you're there, get it, you gotta grab it, because unfortunately things like that happen. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. That FOMO. I'm like, nope, it's there. I'm buying it. And then they say, oh, but what if you find it somewhere else cheaper? Well, I'll buy a second copy. You know what I mean? It's like, it'll balance it out.
I think what you're saying right now, for the next 6 months, should be like people's motto, because people are getting out to these conventions now. Like, they're gonna get the books they want. They're not gonna wait. So I suggest you don't either.
Yep.
I mean, it's kind of tough when you have a convention at a casino, though. That's pretty tough, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, unless you hit it big.
Yeah.
Unless you hit it big on Friday night, and then Saturday.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, you'll buy more books Saturday, I guarantee you that. Or you won't buy any books Saturday.
Yeah, right. Or you'd be going home. You're selling a ticket to the con. Anybody want to buy a ticket to a con?
Right?
All right. So, let me see what we got here. Mr. Brad, one of the smartest people in the world of comics. If you guys are not reading this guy's blog on ReggieCollects.com, you should be. You get a lot of great knowledge out of those things. And if you haven't seen the interview with him, part 1, because I only got about half the questions I wanted to ask, then live at the Cranky Canadian, go check it out, guys. So, all right, same questions. Have you ever been to Terrificon before?
I have not. This will be my first time. I have
another virgin.
I've been to every single New York Comic Con, and I've been to San Diego a few times, but this is my first trip.
Yeah,
then you are well experienced in the conventions. I'd love to hear your opinion of the show afterwards, because I consider it like so. If New York, in my opinion, of course, just my opinion, New York and San Diego are on a league of their own. Whatever, that's a whole different thing, right? But then you hear like that next level, and I always put like Baltimore Comic Con, C2E2. That's like that next level that I think are fantastic, and that, we'll just say A, right? And now that B level, that's where I see a MegaCon, where a Terrificon. Emerald City might be between the A and the B, right? I think that's a very big show, a very popular show. So I'd love to hear your opinion on this show.
All right, same panel right here a week after Terrificon.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Count me in. I'll be here.
All right, good. I think that'd be a great show. Talk about if you reached your expectations, or if, what kind of books you picked up, all that good stuff. Gary can tell us all the millions he made.
Yes, and he will. He will.
Let's hope.
All right, so you have never been there, but like you said, you've been to the big one. So do you have an expectation of this at all, based on what people are saying, or are you just kind of?
I'm really going to see and meet people in the community. I most of the cons that I've been to, San Diego and New York, I'm usually there specifically to do a signing, because Roger knows, if you didn't watch the interview, I was a syndicated newspaper cartoonist for 15 years, so I do book signings and things like that. But I got really involved this past year during the lockdown in watching the community, and like Very Gary's show and Three Men in the Basement and Reggie Collects, because I wasn't commuting anymore. I was, up early in the morning with my dog and doing nothing. So I got really into it. I've met some really good people, but virtually. And I'm going up with my brother. I'm meeting up with AA Comics, Aaron Baldwin, who's in the chat.
Yeah, he said hello to you.
Yeah. Doug, where do you live, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm in New Jersey.
Okay, so it's not a big trip.
No, not too far at all. So, but
it was too far for the 3MIB swap. But not for
I still get crap from Roger. I couldn't. My parents came for the first time since the pandemic to visit the weekend of the Three Men in the Basement swap, so I couldn't get up.
Yeah,
so
let him off the hook
one thing on my list first is to go meet Roger in person. But I just honestly, I want to meet a lot of the people that I feel like I've gotten to know through chats and live streams and things like that. It's a great community, and I just like to meet up in person. Fortunately, I've met Streetside Anthony in person a couple of times already.
That's fun, man. You have great stuff. I love your stuff. I can't wait to go back to you.
Thanks. You too, man.
Of course, man. Absolutely.
So
here's the question.
I want to meet up with people in person.
Here's the question. I'm just going to do a little sidebar here, a little timeline variant. Will the prices be juiced a bit, considering the comic book market is the wild, wild west and people haven't been to cons in a bit? Do you think it's a seller's market at this point?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, but I also think, and Gary could speak to this much better than me, most dealers at shows are willing to negotiate, so And the more you buy, the better deal you're going to get. So I'm sure there will be some, a lot of comics are selling well above FMV right now. So you're going to see some higher price tags. But, one, be a decent human being, be nice to people. People would, like to make a deal with someone who's friendly more than someone who's a jerk.
Right.
And there are some jerky vendors, I will say that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if you're bundling and buying more, you'll get better deals.
Yes.
And if you like and subscribe, you might get better deals.
That's right.
Do you mind if I interject a story real quick? I was doing the Collectors Fest a couple of months ago, and I'm next to a guy, and you know me, my books are reasonably priced. There's a guy next to me, he has a wall book, and I can't remember what it was, but he had it out for $110. So, all right, 110. It was a decent book or whatever, and the customer came over and said, "Would you do 100?" Now, who's going to say no to that? Of course, you're going to say yes. Here, please take it. The guy said, no, I can't. I can't. So I look over and I was like, "Wow, really? You couldn't take off $10?" He comes over and he goes, "Listen," he goes, "These people are cheap. They wound up spending over $500 with me. I gave them $200 off, and they looked at me. They said, 'Wait, we didn't ask you for a discount.' I said, 'Yeah, I know. You're going to take the discount. Don't worry about it.'" And I was like, and I mean, the guy, he said, "Oh, they didn't spend anything." He said, "I spent $500. He fell on the floor." I'm like, "Come on, $10." So I totally agree. It is a seller's market, but yet if you're willing to deal, you're gonna, you're just gonna make tons. You're gonna make tons.
Why set up at a show?
It was just such I was flat floored.
Yeah, why set up at a show if you don't want to sell?
I mean, if the dude was paying with a credit card, I kind of also disagree. It's only $10. But if the guy had $100 bill in his pocket, there's no excuse for that. Like, all right, cool.
It was cash.
Then,
all right,
$10.
I got a super chat from our friends there at Aegis Comics of Alaska. Any con with 3MIB is going to be a hit. See, they know how to butter us up. Let's give them a little super chat.
I thought they were supposed to come out for the convention. What happened?
They were at the swap, man. What were we gonna do?
I had a wedding.
Oh, well.
I wasn't.
Big money power. Salty too.
Salty too.
Salty nuts.
That's courtesy of the brother made that there. Very, very happy with the super goof track. All right, so I took us off track there. Anything particular you're hunting for? You have any you like have in your mind? I have a grail, or I'm just going to see what's available for raw keys, or you have a game plan?
Yeah, I do. I do like hunting for keys that I feel are undervalued in properties that I think are undervalued. So
Green Lantern 25. Sorry, Green Lantern 25.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be looking for Sandman.
Sandman 1 through 10.
But I'm definitely looking for ones season 1 and 2, or I'm sorry, the first 2 series, Preludes and Nocturnes and the Dollhouse, are what season 1 are based on. Some of those have already popped, so definitely some of the later first appearance. I wrote a blog post on Reggie Collects that I list a bunch of undervalued Sandman first appearance. If people want to check it out, they can find those. I think there's a lot of the Masters of the Universe series right now. They have unbelievable covers. Most of them have lower print runs. They've got the show coming out, and I'm sure there's going to be something live action.
It came out today.
Show's out already. Yeah,
I already finished it.
Oh, wow.
There you go. Show's out already.
What show?
Sure there'll be a live action one soon. So,
Master of the Universe.
Oh,
and some of the later Invincible keys that aren't connected with season 1 or that they haven't made casting announcements yet. I think there's some good deals to be had there still. That sort of thing is what I'm looking for.
bringing any trade bait with you? Any books left over from that yard sale that you're gonna bring to get rid of? Or
yeah, it's funny. I do have stuff. I hadn't thought about bringing stuff to trade. Maybe I will.
I mean, if you're looking to sell it and someone wants it, so you can get the book you want,
There you go.
it's better than that, right?
Yep.
Well,
Good.
yeah.
Good call.
And that's, so I'm assuming that you're not big into the TV personalities and stuff that are going to be there. No, any artists you're looking to get any work done by, or
No. I'll usually walk around Artist Alley. Sometimes I'll run into people I know through the National Cartoonist Society. And I think I saw the Joe Kubert School is set up there.
Yeah, I saw that in the
Yeah.
map. Yeah, it was
Yes,
there.
they are. Yeah.
So the Kubert School is fantastic. It's in my backyard. It's like 5 minutes away. And
Oh, wow.
Anthony Marquez, who now owns the Kubert School, bought it from Joe Kubert's sons, Andy and Adam. Is just a tremendous guy. So I'm definitely going to swing by. I don't know if Anthony will be there, if it's some of his staff that'll be there, but it was the first comic art basically accredited school in the world. It started in the 1970s, and when I was growing up, I actually took Saturday morning classes when I was 10 years old that Joe Kubert taught, and I had no idea at the time who he was.
That's awesome.
He was this older guy who was really fast and could draw anything, So that's a great resource, especially for anybody who's interested in the business or becoming a comic book artist. So I'm definitely going to swing by there and say hi to them.
Nice.
And of course, the three MIB table, right? I mean,
Oh yeah, you can't forget those guys too, man. Come on.
Right.
not that we're famous or anything, but we're going to be looking for stuff to do. So if you can come talk to us, we would appreciate it. I don't want to be embarrassed. I don't want to be one of those tables that everybody looks and whispers to the person they're with. Who the hell are those guys? I don't know. Just keep walking. Don't make eye contact. don't make eye contact.
I'll swing by, but I'm going to go by Gary first, so I get my name tag, so
Yeah,
who I am.
definitely. Then I'll know who you are. Right. How do I get you to draw a caricature of me?
I could do that. That's no problem. And I don't charge.
Good. Can you do a slim me? Because I'm tired of being drawn fat.
Any way you want.
Draw Batman and say, "Oh, look, Roger, you're in cosplay."
Yeah, there you go. Give me 6-pack abs. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to meeting you, Doug. Long time coming. I was hoping to get out to one of your backyard sales recently, and then my father got sick, and I went through all that with him passing and stuff. So I haven't been on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook in a couple weeks now, and this just feels great jumping back in for sure with all you guys.
They're back in the routine, right?
Yeah. Next weekend, I won't have a Cranky Canadian Monday. I had originally had a bunch of guests lined up, but not, with the unknowns of my father, I canceled them all. So I think the Monday, a week after Terrificon, I'm gonna ramp back up and get all my guests booked again, so I can go on a regular Mondays at 7. All right, so my man Gary.
Yeah.
And there's a reason I saved Gary for last.
Was it because Uncle Frank and Street Side may have to leave?
Well, yeah.
Thanks for hanging, guys.
Right. Originally, it was
Good to
them
see
two.
you.
And they said, well, I don't know how long I can stay. I said, well, you're welcome to stay, so don't feel like you have to leave. So I figured I'll give them the, courtesy of going first. And we don't want you to leave, so that's not what we mean. Thank you, Lou and Amy. Appreciate that. But no, the main reason is, other than Everett and I, out of the whole group, you've been to Terrificon the most. Not only as somebody who's gone there and bought some cool shit, but you've been selling there. That's where I met you. It's the first. I love telling this story. So the first time I met Gary in person, I was having a great conversation, and he dropped me like a bag of dildos to go talk to some guy who came up to his booth. Do you remember that, Gary?
Was it Jason Fabic?
Yeah, Fabok. Yeah. So we're having a great conversation, and we were talking about books, and you were actually like, wow, Gary actually paid attention. He was asking me some personal questions, and he's like, holy shit, dude, and basically just shoved my face and turned around, and I don't think I talked to him again the rest of the weekend. I took it kind of
guy
personal
is
for a few
probably
months.
my favorite Batman artist.
And you said that later on. You're like, dude, it was like my favorite artist. I didn't mean to do that to you. I'm like, I get him.
I have a piece on my wall from him, Batman.
So yeah, my first experience of Gary is being dropped like a bag of dildos. So I always have. We always have that together, Gary.
I'm glad we have something. Good.
But no, all joking aside, like as far back as I can't even remember going to Terrificon when you weren't there, that kind of thing. So I wanted to, because you could give a lot of insight on both sides of it. As a seller, as someone who's a fanboy, who's willing to, dick over a friend to go talk to Fabok, and
I do it again.
Let's the whole thing. You've been to Terrificon before, so why don't you explain? Give us a description of your past experiences of Terrificon.
All right. So Terrificon was actually my first real significant convention I ever sold at. I did sell at some smaller local ones, and the only reason I went and sold at that convention that year was because Jason Fabok was there. And I wanted to go meet him, and I got my artwork, and I sold some comic books, but I also met a lot of people. And Roger,
this was premeditated.
Do you remember where I was? I was in the center.
You were in the center on an inside aisle. Yeah. And if people were this way and this way, it was tough to get to your booth.
The first year I did it, I didn't have a YouTube channel.
Right.
I had the Instagram, and I remember with my boy Juan sitting there. It was like 11 o'clock, 11:30, and my boy, he's like, "Yo, you care? Should we get some lunch now? It might get busy." I'm like, "Yeah, it was mellow. It was slow." Bro, he left to get lunch. He came back, and we didn't sit down for 6 hours. Yeah. It was just
wow
constant at this show. Now, I don't know if...
Yeah, see, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was because you were such in an oddball area. People came in and kind of went by you to see what there was. And then after and then they stopped and they came back around and said, okay, let's see what we missed.
Yeah,
and that's when they started to see, this guy's got.
We had the aisles clogged up in front of my booth that first year. So ever since then, I said, all right, I don't want to be in line anymore. I get a double end cap, so I have like 3 sides, so people have plenty of room. There's main aisles everywhere because it was crazy. But it's Terrificon. Actually, Rod, do you want to take care of?
Aegis? Definitely. Thank you. Another super chat. Roger needs to have Comic Karen and Kyle on the Monday show, dildo free. You know what? I don't know if they'll come on if I make it dildo free. I mean, you really got to know your audience at that point, right? So
good point.
$9.99, man. Let's show me the money.
Hey, I got Bob Sugar on the other line. I better hear you say it.
No. Show you the money.
Not show you. Show me the money.
Show me the money.
Yeah. Louder.
Show me the money.
That's it, brother. But you got to yell that shit.
Show me the money.
I need to feel you, Jerry.
Show me the money.
Jerry, you better yell. Show me the money. Show me the money.
That's how y'all vendors gonna be Terrificon.
Who is the actor behind Cuba Gooding and Jr.? Tell me it don't look like Keyshawn Johnson.
Yo, that's what I thought it was. It was Keyshawn Johnson, right?
Yeah, I know it may have been. I guess I've never noticed if he was in that movie or not.
Yeah, me neither.
So, anyways, thank you, Lou and Amy. I appreciate that for sure. I will always entertain doing an interview without dildos. So, thank you for that. I saved the bag of dildos for Gary, and when he's ready to drop them,
I do it again.
All right, go ahead, bud.
So I always describe Terrificon as the same. It is my favorite show because the community's huge. We're close enough to New York City where you're getting all those people out of there, New York, New Jersey, Westchester, Lower New York. Everybody's coming up, right? But you're also close enough to Massachusetts where you're grabbing everybody from Mass down, the Boston area. There's a lot of people in there. So you're getting 2 groups together. And not only that,
it's right near a bunch of highways. Too, people don't realize
it's a great
that.
Location.
395 to 290 is right in the corner of Massachusetts and Connecticut. There, where you're, an hour from Boston.
You're getting 2 massive groups. Like, not everyone from New York will go up to Boston Comic Con, right? And not everybody from up there is coming down to New York. So it's a great show. I love it because you get the community together better than almost any show I've been to. Not only that, when the lights go off and you're done, you could go to real restaurants, real bars. You're not walking out of the building. You don't need to drive if you got a hotel in the casino, and you're in a casino. Like, it's a lot of fun. It's literally, you can literally decide what you want to eat. Every night you can eat something different. It sounds silly talking about food, but somebody like me who's
It's
there,
a big deal.
you know, I need to eat lunch,
and
dinner,
who wants to eat at the
breakfast
concession
these
stand
shows.
or across the street at a Chili's? You know,
Yeah.
like you got the concession stand, or you know, sometimes a crappy restaurant. Some of these other ones, and this is
East Coast
anywhere from
Comic-Con.
a burger joint to a 5-star restaurant.
Yeah, at East Coast Comic-Con, I was eating hot dogs every day for lunch and Buffalo Wild Wings every night for dinner. It sucked.
Yeah.
You know, it's all right for a day, you know, but for 3 days, it's like,
Plus the casino buffet if it's open. Oh,
yeah, I mean, you go out to a bar, and like I said before, Donnie Cates may be at the other end. You know, you may be doing a live show in the hotel lobby, and Tom King walks by and sits down with you guys.
for real.
Like, it's a great show. It's a great show. The vendors, I can't speak to the vendors because I'm usually trapped at my own booth. But I know Mitch does a really good job with the talent, artists, writers. They're extremely Artist Alley is extremely approachable, usable. It works. I don't know how to. It's ergonomically designed well, if that makes any sense. If one guy's line is too long, well, guess what? There's a stud one aisle over that you need to get signed. You know, a book signed by him too. It works really well. I think it's a great show. I really, really enjoy the show. It is my favorite show. It's not, and with that being said, I don't make the most money at Terrificon. It has nothing to do with that. I just have the most fun at this show. So I am looking forward to it.
And the way this is laid out, the fact that they put the Artist Alley towards the back forces the crowds to go by the vendors.
Yeah.
You know, which is helpful to them. And like you said, so originally, and I don't know if you can see this, but like Gary was at like 305 and 303.
Yeah, right in line there.
Yeah, right in line there. And people were trying to get through. Everything got clogged. When we found you, and I think you had already had your busy, but that's what you said. You were like in the morning, I thought, man, I'm in trouble. And like I think you gave everybody a chance to cycle through and say, okay, let me go back to what I walked by and see what I missed.
I mean, it was that first year I did it was crazy. And then year 2 or 3, I don't remember now because, you know, with COVID and everything, my boy Juan was like, listen, we need to sit down when we can because that could happen again. I mean, you're not sitting for 6 hours and you're running back and forth and you're helping people. And, you know, I hope it's like that. But, and if guys, I know Roger had the public service announcement. If I'm talking to you and we're just BSing because, you know, you're there and you're in the community, sometimes I have to kind of leave, not because Jason Fabric comes up to the table. That's going to happen regardless. I'm going to leave.
I guess it could have been worse if you walked away from some schmo.
Right.
Like
well,
that,
sometimes
you know,
I
at
have
least
to.
it was a famous guy.
I have to sell comic books. You know, like that's part of the deal here. So please don't take any offense if that has to happen. So sorry. I will do my best to talk to everyone, and I am going to have a mask on. So I promise I'll be smiling for 3 days straight, but you won't be able to see
Can't you draw a smile on the mask?
Should draw one, yeah.
I can.
Do like the Cheshire Cat.
I can
like
do
a
that.
Cheshire.
3 days straight, I will be smiling. Trust me,
And if you guys missed that PSA from earlier, or you're watching this on a rewind, if you see somebody from the comic community, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, okay, and you walk up and say hi to them, tell them what your name is and tell them what your Instagram or YouTube name is. Don't assume that they recognize you. Out of place, you know, out of mind. You don't, you know, it's not that we don't know who you are, but it goes for anybody. Like you're walking, you don't expect to see somebody somewhere and you run into them, kind of catches you off guard. So, you know, be very adamant about it. Say, hey, Roger Levesque, great to meet you. I'm going to do that every time. You know, whether you know me or not, you do now.
There
you go.
So expectations this year?
I set my every year I set my bar low because I don't want to be disappointed. But I don't know. I have a number in my head, and then I have people I want to make sure I get to see from the community. I don't care about the celebrities. I do care more about the artists and the writers. I'm gonna make sure. I mean, I'll be talking with Ryan all weekend and going back and forth. Actually, I'll be dealing with him a lot because he. I have the mystery boxes for the show. I don't know if you wanted to get into it or not, but I have prints of his in the mystery box. They're unsigned, and if you were brought them to him, he would sign them for free.
Will he,
So,
do,
like,
a, will, he do a remark for do you know what he charges for a remark? Something
I don't
small?
know any of his prices. I don't know what anyone's prices are now.
Actually, the website does list it.
I have not been to a show
Yeah.
since New York Comic Con 2019. I haven't vended. I haven't. This is like I've got like the butterflies in my stomach, like it's my first show all over again.
Let's see if I can bring that up. But there is a spot on the website that tells you all the artists. You know what? I'm not sure if it was the artists or just what the personalities were charging.
It's probably the celebrities. Yeah, BX Boxer.
The ginger-haired angel. That's what you gotta have a T-shirt made up with that, man. I'm telling you.
So yeah, I was telling all you guys before we went on. I'm rolling in there with what did I say? 3, 6, 9, 12 short boxes of slabs. I'm coming in there with 39 long boxes of $5 plus books. I'm coming in there with 2 short boxes of raw wall books, all $100 plus books. So this will be probably the best inventory I've ever had at a convention. So it's coming. I'm bringing it all. I have some books I don't know if I am going to bring. Let me ask you. Can I do that? Can I ask you guys what you think?
Yeah, man.
The panel here, maybe the chat.
Let's go.
Hold on one second, Gear.
Yep.
So can you see that?
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah, those are just
Those are actors.
those are actors and stuff. So yeah, so those are the prices. They don't have prices.
Josh
So
said
you're
it's
probably
gotta
just
be-
gonna have to wait till you get there to wait till we get there to see what they're charging, I guess, at that point.
Gary, how much are your mystery boxes?
My mystery boxes, I actually have all of them right here, the slabs. They're going to be 125 a piece, 2 for $2 1/4. So if you buy 2, you get $25 off. Each mystery box is going to come with a 9.8. And here, I'll just start grabbing stuff. Here's some examples. That's going to be one of them.
For Shrek, right? I mean Shriek.
Shriek.
Correct.
This guy.
Shut up, donkey. Sorry about that.
This is actually a Comic Tom 9.8. That's going to be in there. I want to make sure people are happy with it. Oh, here, this is a good one. That's going to be in there.
Oh, nice.
Stuff like this. We got what's this? Second Deadpool, all 9.8s. I got one signed book coming in there. This is signed by Kirkham. That's going to be in there.
Nice.
So I have 50 of them total. That's it. Just 50.
And you're selling those at your booth?
My booth, 50. I only have 50. So each one comes with a 9.8 slab, whether it's a number 1, a first appearance, a key, a variant. It's also going to come with a print from Ryan Brown, unsigned. He will sign them for free if you go to his booth. Also comes with, should I show you? He did 5 sketch cards. You want to see them?
Yeah. Hell
Let's
yeah.
go,
If you
man.
got 'em,
All right,
let's
so
see
I
'em,
got to
man.
say, they're also going to come with one of 2 variants. They're
why
either
you
going to
wear
come
last,
with his Usagi variant or the Last Ronin number 1 variant that I did, that he drew.
Did you say how much these mystery boxes was and I missed it?
Yeah,
125. Yeah. You want me to grab
nice.
these sketch cards really quick?
Yes. Yeah.
They're right here. Hold on.
Mike, entertain us until he comes back. Do you know how to do an Irish jig?
Irish jig? No.
Do you know
Show
what
me.
an Irish jig is?
Absolutely not, man.
Me neither.
What is-
I heard it one time. I don't know.
I'm sure Amazing Murphy in the chat knows about
I
that.
bet you Doug knows what an Irish jig is.
I've seen it. I can't do it.
All right, he's back. Shh.
So I actually have some of the prints here. So like this will be one of the prints. That's actually the cover of the variant that's going to be in here. One of these. That's a Spawn. I like this one that he did. So like you're going to get one of these in there too.
We lost Street
And
Side.
actually, first time ever. Hold on. Let me see if I have it here.
What happened to Street Side? We lost him. Was
Guess.
he afraid I was going to ask him to do an Irish jig?
Yep.
Oh, cool. This will be one of the variants, or not variants. Prints.
That's pretty cool.
But for the first time ever,
That's all his art, but they're prints.
yeah, it's all his art. For the first time ever, this will be in there as a print.
Oh, no way, dude.
Sweet.
So-
Can you buy those at his booth?
And that's going to be one of the variants that you could get in the mystery box. My last runner number 1 that he did. All right, so here's the
Gary, can you buy that print at his booth? Do you know?
you might be able to, but you won't be able to buy it in this size. This size is just for the mystery boxes.
mystery
These are
box.
8 by
That's
10s
awesome.
because
All right.
they're easy to frame.
Listen, put that one aside for me.
All right. Well, he might have them.
he thought about it for a second. You see that face?
Yeah, I can't do that. Come on, buy a mystery
No, I
box.
know you can't.
No, I'm just kidding. I
No,
have.
that's
I have
what
a
I
bunch.
meant. Set that mystery box aside.
Oh, that I
I'm
don't.
a-
Yeah, that I can't do. But
No,
the
I'm a-
print, I could put a print aside. 'cause I have
Listen,
100
all you
here made up.
conspiracy theorists, before you go writing anything in the goddamn chat, I was only kidding,
I
all
get it.
right?
Actually,
I was
won't
only
even be-
kidding.
I won't even be making the mystery boxes. My boy Juan will, or my dad. My dad's actually coming to the show, which is crazy. He's like, I want to see what
Helping
this is
you,
all
or-
about. I'm like, all right,
Is he actually helping you?
yeah, yep,
Did you say 2 for
Put them to work.
225?
Put them to
yeah,
work.
2 for 225, but they're 125 a piece. So
Gotcha.
there's 50 mystery boxes. Ryan did 5 sketch cards. So I mean, the variants. Some of these slabs alone are worth more than
125, right?
125, but 1 in 10 boxes will have one of these sketch cards. So you ready? Here's one of them.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's one.
Now, those are hand painted.
Ooh, okay.
Oh yeah, these are hand drawn. These are his.
Yeah.
Look, they're signed on the back and everything.
Oh, that's awesome.
This one,
Nice.
this one,
Okay.
Oh,
and
Yeah,
last
did
but
he?
not least.
Oh, that's nice.
oh
Show
look
them
at that.
So those 5 sketch cards are going to be in there, along with the print, the variant.
You're just
and the
throwing
920.
them in random boxes, so 5
Yeah.
people out of 50 are going to be lucky enough to win one of those cards.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
but I'm not gonna lie, like some of these slabs, like that Sleepwalker is I think over 125. That Spider-Man Unlimited is
How about
like
those
a $200
prints?
book.
So every box gets one of those prints.
Every box gets a random print.
Print.
Every
Plus
box gets
The
one of 2
9.8
variants.
slab.
And every box gets one of the slabs. Yeah.
All right.
Here's another
Sounds-
slab.
sounds
Here's a
worth it to
Captain
me.
Marvel 8. First star.
Oh yeah.
So like, I got a bunch of stuff here. I don't want to go through all 50. Here's a number 1. Silk
Oh, wow.
198. So like
Nice.
each, it's just like my previous ones.
Will
what's that?
Ryan be doing commissions? Ryan Brown, is he doing commissions?
Oh, he's doing commissions.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely. Here's Lethal Protector 5 for Scream. That's going to be in there.
Nice.
So I'm actually going to go over each and every book on my channel sometime next week.
Nice.
Just because I like to be
So you haven't
completely-
even put these together yet. So you got. I mean, this is next week, dude.
No, I'm not. I'm going to put them together at the show. I'm going to have Juan do them.
Oh, you're gonna do that.
So I have all 50 slabs literally right here next to me. And then here's all the prints. And the physical boxes are ready to go in my pile of stuff that's going. So I'm going to build
He's just
them
gonna
at
take
the
a
show.
box and he's gonna go bloop, 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 close it up, put it up.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yep, I'm gonna build them at the show. Yeah, but I do have some slabs. I'm not sure if I should bring. Do you wanna help? Tell me if
Yeah.
I should bring them or not.
Absolutely.
All right.
Chat.
First up,
Let's help. Let's hear from the chat too.
yeah, I want to hear from the chat too.
Yeah.
First up, I don't know if it's too early or not to bring this. This is God of Thunder number 2, First Gore.
Oh,
I don't know if I should bring that. Might be a little early, just a little early. This thing I think I am gonna bring. This is a big book right now.
Oh, okay, bring it.
I'm gonna bring this.
What's the GPA in it? You know?
11, 12, I think. Something like that. I don't know. I think I'm bringing this too. I don't know.
Oh, nice.
Probably bringing that. And then I've got some big books.
Street
Yeah,
side.
that's a
Street
big
side
book.
says. Street side says he's sorry. His internet cut out. No worries, my man. This is why we did you first, right? If
That's
your
right.
internet comes back, jump back in. The link's still good.
So I don't know. Should I bring
Oh.
this one? And then he has a friend. His friend's a little prettier. This one. So I think
always
I may
hang out.
bring these.
You always hang out with the prettier friend.
And then I'm probably going to bring this. 49.
Ooh,
And then he has a counterpart. You guys have probably seen this book
Is that
before.
my internet or Gary's internet?
that's Gary.
Gary's.
Oh, it could be mine. I'm not plugged in. I'm not hardwired. So I got this one.
Yeah.
Why am I all laggy? Oh yeah.
Yeah, you were freezing up, but
Yeah, I should have plugged in. And then last but not least,
Oh,
I think I might bring this.
wow.
look at that.
I think you should. That's badass. Hey, okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna bring all those. We'll see. I don't know. Yeah. All right. We'll see. Because I have some big stuff coming. Again, I'm gonna cover all this on my channel sometime next week when I find some time. But like, I have Amazing Spider-Man 3. I have Amazing Spider-Man 6, 9.
How about 101?
No Morbius. I have 100. I have a 129. I have a 20, 15. So I have like, let me see.
I'm on a
I have
mission.
Doc Ock, Lizard, Electro, Craven, Scorpion, all coming. 100, Molten Man, Punisher.
You bringing those to the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hobgoblin, Venom, Carnage, your typical,
There you go, Josh.
252.
Josh looking for some early Spider-Mans too. Okay.
I have some early Spideys. I'm going to be bringing, I'm trying to think of some big books. A Bone #1 first print and a 9.4 I probably am bringing. I'm bringing my X-Men 1.
Is the ASM 6 at 8.0? Josh is asking.
The what?
ASM 6 8.0.
No, they're 2 5s.
Oh, there you go, Josh. Yeah, Josh is
All right,
picky.
Josh.
He's a high grade. Yes. Nah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I wish I were 8 I have a ton of slabs, man. I just don't remember off the top of my head what, like, if you ask for something, I could say, oh, yeah, I do have that graded. Like, I have, Captain America 25, the modern.
Yeah.
I have the 1 in 25 in a 9.8, and then the regular one in a 9.8.
What about the first Black Cat? You know one of them?
I do. I have a first Black Cat and a 9.4 or a 9.2. That's expensive.
Yeah.
That's an expensive book. I actually am not bringing my Green Goblins, but I'm bringing my Kangs. I have 2. I think I have a 7.0 or a 7.5 and like a 4.0. So those are coming. Cap 117. I have a Cap 117 and a 5.0 CBCS. See, you got to ask. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, I have that. I do. First Falcon.
Is it on the truck yet?
So I have, I actually have these right here. But I don't think I'm.
Is that a Resto label?
Yeah.
It's incomplete.
It's incomplete. Yeah.
Incomplete. That's
So
great.
I'm not. X-Men 49. I think I have an X-Men 49. I think I have an X-Men 49 or 50. One or the other. I sold one, but I have the other. I don't remember. I have X-Men. I have First Sentinel, First Juggernaut. I have my X-Men 1.
What about modern books? Like, do you have the Rise of Kylo Ren #3 and 9.8?
No. I have almost an entire short box, though, of graded Star Wars books. If you watch my Star Wars CGC unboxing.
There you go.
I'm bringing all that?
What?
You're bringing all those?
Bringing all of them. Yep.
That's my mini spec, that Kylo Ren #3.
You can't be saying this live, Roger.
Yeah, because nobody's who the hell's gonna believe me until Avar Chris shows up in a movie somewhere.
So yeah, I've got quite a few slabs, and again, any 70s Marvel slabbed or raw, yeah, quite a bit. Marvel horror. If you count Tomb of Dracula and Werewolf by Night, I have a ton of that stuff. Some of those Tomb of Dracula books are expensive, and I don't even mean 10. All that Blade stuff is going up.
I'll be bringing a JSX 1 3.0.
There you go. Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good trade bait.
Yeah, right. And I'm sure there'll be lots.
As
of
long as it's not
people
PGX though. No PGX.
Yeah, no
You're bringing me anything PGX. Actually, you can, but I'm going to downgrade it significantly.
Oh man.
Significantly.
half.
But yeah, I mean, I've got. I have like the first Rocket Raccoon, the first Star Lord. That's coming. First Satana.
Oh, nice.
First Red Sonja. I know that's super hot right now with everything coming. I have a lot.
You bringing any John Byrne X-Men, Gary?
John Byrne X-Men, yeah. You mean like all Bronze Age stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have like first Alpha Flight, both of them, like the cameo and the first, what is it, a Vindicator?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, two of them, I think. No Phoenix, no 94. I actually have, check this out. I have to send this out. Here's a restored book, Roger.
Purple Lady.
Pretty frustrated with that one.
Does it say in the notes what they found was
Slight color
restored?
touch on cover. I can't find it, but whatever. That's going out. I got to send that out with this, and I know you guys.
What was that? 129.
That was 94.
94.
So these are going out together to get restoration removed and regraded. So that'll be a fun video. Sometime in 2023, those should come back.
Hopefully.
Yeah, Uncanny Swag, Alpha Flight. Yeah, I have, what is it, 120, 121, right?
120. Yeah, I got one of 120 at CGC right
I have
now.
them in 9.4s, very linear and very expensive.
Yeah.
Yo, Kenny Swag, you going to Terrificon? I'm curious.
Yeah,
I'm
curious to see the people in the chat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anybody in the chat, let us know if you're going. I mean, I know Mike the Beast Benson's going.
Yeah.
Jay Saints Custom Art just said that he was going to be there. She's going to be there. Sorry.
Yeah, Art Chemist.
Art Chemist, are you there or what? Are you going? Art Chemist didn't say.
I think he said he's still thinking about it.
Come on, man.
You know, it's a week away, bro.
A couple train rides, and hop in the freaking car. Come hang out with us. It's gonna be a good time.
It's going to be a great show. I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun. If I don't sell a single book or at least just make my money back, I'm still going to have a ball, man. It's a great show with an awesome following.
Gary, are you hunting for anything?
I don't know if you guys are aware of the one book I always seem to look for. I haven't been too vocal about it, but I've been looking for Fantastic Four
How many
Annual
have
6.
28 now? How many?
I think I have like 24. 20 something. I don't know. Yeah. I keep an eye out for those because I think those are drastically undervalued.
For First Annihilus, right? Is that what?
And First Franklin Richard. People sleep on Franklin. He may be more important than Annihilus in the MCU. We'll see.
Yeah, Custodian Ken, lucky guy. He won tickets from 3MIB
Oh,
to go to
congratulations.
Yeah, those guys are nice,
swap.
man. 3MIB, I heard. Yeah,
those are some nice fellows right there. Especially the overweight, cranky one.
Let me see. I'm trying to think what else. I'm not bringing my Red Hulk #1s. Oh, honestly, I have a Red Hulk not Red Hulk #1, but Hulk #1, Red Hulk, and a CBCS 9.8, the Wizard World variant, the Michael Turner, I think it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a little pricey for a modern 9.8. That's I think like $300, something like, I don't remember, but I've got a lot, man. I've got a lot of slabs and a lot of raw stuff. A lot of like Doctor Strange #1, or what's that, 169, and #1, Defender. It's like a ton of stuff. A lot of Daredevil. Like I think I have Daredevil 3 through 100 or something. I have just a lot of Daredevil stuff.
Actually, I don't know what the hell this means.
A cornea transplant.
A cornea transplant. I thought you were a butcher, man. What the hell? You don't do transplants.
No, he's getting.
Oh,
he's
for
getting
himself. I
got
you. The next time, still getting things set up. My wife's baby shower. That sounds like.
Yeah, you ain't going, bro. You ain't going.
Custodian Ken's got it figured out, man. Right there. I'll be wearing my 3MIB shirt. Saw him in a restaurant the other day. It was very nice. Came up, paid his respects to me. Very nice guy, this Custodian Ken. So hopefully you guys get to meet him.
So, yeah, I mean, if people ask, I can definitely.
You're seriously going there looking for more FF annuals. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's his hoarding book, bro. Hey.
That's my book, man. Everyone's got one. You like your ASM 300 swipes?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I do too is I always look to upgrade my personal collection. So I'm looking around. I should have, now that my room is kind of cleaned up because my Terrificon mess is kind of becoming a pile now and it's going out the door. I can do a room tour video, but I always look to upgrade my personal collection. So, those are all 9.8s. Like my first man bat, right? Tech 400. I have a 5.5. If I see a 6.0 or better and at a really good price, and I'm feeling, spendy, I might buy it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to upgrade my Scarecrow, but
do you have any books in your PC where you'd say, you know what, this is the year I'm going to upgrade, and you'll bring them with you as trade bait to upgrade?
Okay,
I'll give you a 6.0 plus cash for an 8.0.
It's funny you said that because I was thinking about my first Loki, but that book is too hot right now. Like I can sell mine right now, and I'll be able to sell it at the show because it's only a 1.5, so it's not crazy expensive. and then hold that money, and maybe the bubble will come down a little bit on Loki. But, Roger, that's a damn good idea. I should say, all right, I'm going to take my Batgirl. I have a 5.0, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to do what I can with that 5.0, add a little bit, and maybe jump to a 6.0. Yeah, it's a great idea. Maybe I will.
Because, if you're there and the guy's giving you a great deal on a 6.0, you may not pull the trigger, but you will if you got the other one to trade, right?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Maybe I'll save that for I'm going to write this down. I'm going to save this for my video next week.
I get a percentage off royalties,
What book would I
Content creator.
You get a shout out of his channel. That's what
you get a shout out during my live show next week.
You know what? I'll
take it. I'm going to go live next week. I'm going to go a little bit more into detail what I'm bringing. I'm going to go over every single slab that I'm bringing for the mystery box because I tried to be as honest and as transparent as I possibly can. Almost to a fault, but I'm going to do that. And then maybe I'll hold a little poll and say, what book should I upgrade? And I'll pick 4, and I'll leave it up to the chat. Which one should I try to upgrade?
There you go. Should we do more than 4, though?
Hey, Gary, I got a question for you. And
I hope I have an answer.
Yeah, you might have already answered it with the Fantastic Four annual, but what's the most copies of any one book you've ever stockpiled the spec on?
It's that.
Okay.
And it's been a couple of years now. Like this isn't just a one. Oh, you know what other book I have a lot of is that Nova, the Frankie Ray.
I think Uncanny Swag is talking about dildos. I don't know. Mike, I'm always looking for ASM cover swipes, but I'm up over the 100 count at this point. So it's the only thing I've entered into CLZ because there's so many of them. I hate going to shows and not knowing if I have it already.
Oh, here, Doug, I got 2 other books. Spawn #9, because it's super affordable, and they're everywhere except for the newsstands. Those are a little bit trickier to find.
Don't you have 4 cases of those?
I bought 100, a box of 100, a sealed case. But I sold, or 200 were in the box, but I sold 100 to somebody. I forgot who it was. He did a video on it.
It's comic,
Yeah. He did a video on it, and I think he did fairly well on his return.
Yeah.
I told him every single book just needs a press. Otherwise, you're probably going to get over half of these are 9.8. And he probably did over half, right?
I think so. I want to say it was like 70 or 80 out of 100.
Yeah, they were case fresh. They were just sitting on top of each other for 25 years, but they were case fresh. What's the other book? Oh, one book, and I have been talking about this book for so long. Is, again, I brought it up earlier, Green Lantern 25, the Jeff Johns, Green Lantern, first Larfleeze, first Atrocitus. That book usually sells between $20 and $30. There's a 1 in 10 Gary Frank variant as well. That should be a $50 modern book, in my opinion. And if the HBO Max show is as good as I hope it is, expect that book to go up. That is a huge book. And for anyone who's ever read Blackest Night and that whole arc, we're talking about major first appearances. And we know how hot the modern market is right now. Why people are still sleeping on Green Lantern 25 is beyond me. Between $20 and $30 in high grade. And you know what? I haven't checked on it in a while. Maybe it's pushing 40 now, but I still think it's undervalued. So that's a book I'll target.
$40 is undervalued for that book. You're right.
Yeah, that's a book I target. You're talking about 2 major first appearances. Great story arc, tons of first appearances, and characters that are still around today. And they're villains.
Like the Beast Benson with the $4.99 super chat. Awesome stuff tonight, guys. Can't wait to meet y'all next week because some of us have met him. I think that's definitely sentiments for everybody. What are we gonna do here? We gotta do a little super chat video. We haven't done in a while. Can't do the super goof. We did that already. I'll burn some money.
There you go.
Yeah, Art Chemist. I like it when the Art Chemist comes around because he'll sit there and he'll talk, and then he also knows to like take a step back when things start getting busy, and then we'll just like pick up where we left off. So I hope he makes it to the show. I hope him and his wife can make it to the show.
She's due. I think she's pregnant, man. So I don't know if she's gonna make it to the show.
Oh well, hey, I know what that's like.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man.
Yeah, what's it been, a week?
She's a week on just Tuesday. So Tuesday will be 2 weeks. And then I'm going to Terrificon, so that should be fun.
Yeah.
Good timing.
Yeah. We should all be so lucky.
Yeah,
So there you go. I think you pick certain books you've always wanted to upgrade. Let the people decide. What are you thinking? Like 2 of them?
I'm gonna show maybe 4 or 5 because now you said pick more than 4.
You gotta go 6. It's got to be
6
even
books.
numbers. Come
All
on.
right, here, ready?
If
They're gonna
nobody does odd numbers, man.
All right, they're all going to be Batmans. I'll tell you right now. It'll be all right. Detective 400. What's that? First Man Bat. How about the first Riddler? Batman. What's that? 170.
171. Yeah.
I have a 2.5, so that should be easy to upgrade. However, that book is very expensive right now. I don't think I can upgrade my Scarecrow. It's an 8.0. My Two-Face is a 7.5. I could do like Talia. My Ra's al Ghul is an 8.0. That might be a little bit harder to upgrade.
That's a good grade though for that book.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. My Clayface is a 5.5. That's going to be
That's
way I
tough.
can upgrade that.
Yeah.
My Penguin's like a 2.5 as well, so I can
There you
probably
go.
upgrade that.
I don't think you can upgrade your Alfred.
I don't think I can upgrade my first Alfred. That's a 7.0. There's only 12 higher than it. So if I can find one of the 12 at that show, that would be kind of
Maybe,
funny.
yeah, maybe he's there this next weekend.
That would be funny. Yeah, that's going to be a tough upgrade. And then I have some bunch of modern 9.8s. I can't really upgrade those.
So as far as your booth is concerned, you've already said you're going to have how many short boxes of slabs?
12.
So 12 short boxes of slabs, which is basically your wall plus. I mean, you're not going to fit all those on the
No,
wall.
I'll probably put 3 or 4 boxes of slabs on the table. $250 or less probably on the table that people can thumb through, depending on what my wall looks like, because I have 2 full short boxes of $100 plus raw books. Because a lot of people like raw, some people don't like slabs. So like
how many boxes?
2 short boxes, those.
Of raw books?
Yeah, raw $100 plus wall books.
$100 books, wall books,
Yeah.
right.
Actual raw books, I'll have
So-
39 longs. Actually, technically, I'll have 40 longs, but I'll have 39 on the table, and I'm bringing 2 short boxes of backstock to kind of fill in. So I keep the boxes just a little loose, so it's easier to flip. Nobody likes to.
You ever think about transitioning to all short boxes?
I used to do all short boxes.
They can't be easy to
It sucks.
all around. They're heavy.
Nah, the
dude.
long boxes are easier. It's less trips to the van.
Less trips, I get that, but man, they're heavy.
They're heavy, but it's. I'll throw 6 or 9 on the cart, the hand truck. I'll have me and Juan going. Like we can do it in like 3-4 trips. I'll have my dad carry like the shelving, the wood, the stands, the tables. That's easier to maneuver. So it won't be too bad. It'll be my first show having 2 people helping me. So I'm looking forward to that.
There you go, man.
We'll see.
Be easy on your dad, though, man. All right?
Yeah, I will. He's going to see what it's all about. I told him, get ready. He's like, I'm not going to touch any of the books behind us, the expensive ones. He said, I'll just worry about the boxes. I said, all right, I'll give you a calculator. That's all you need. I said, okay. So
man.
Don't ask him any comic questions. He's going to point to me.
Yeah, ask him. Ask him.
So here's the layout for those of you just joining us or watching a rewind or this is basically what the room looks like. I've kind of, pointed out where we will have our table and where Gary is. When you go to the left, you see Artist Alley. Then you get all the way to the back, far left, and you see all the media guests and wrestlers and all that good stuff. There's some cool stuff on the bottom with photo ops and Raiders of the Lost Ark. And what was the thing you were talking about? The
Joe Kubert School?
the Kubert School of Art is going to be there. Video game stuff. Plus, you see in the bottom left where the panel rooms are going to be. They have all sorts of panels all weekend long.
That's cool.
Yeah, with the artists and different things from how to get started to the future of comics to I think they even have a how to draw one early in the morning on Saturday or something. Kind of a close up. So you see we're H8 bottom left, and Gary is 4'11", 5'10".
Yeah, almost dead center when you walk in.
Yeah. And
I'm happy. It's a good spot. I would have rather be at 301 and 400, but what can you do, right?
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. Is that a good spot? I mean, or would
I
you
don't
rather?
think so.
Or would you rather?
Hell
be
yeah,
at
it's by the
or-
entrance. Hell
yeah,
yeah,
but
nice.
would you rather be at 323, 422?
No, I like. I'd rather be dead center right there. That's at East Coast Comic Con. I was like right up front to the right, and I loved it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, by the entrance, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yep, that was a great
And-
spot.
Mm-hmm. It's
So
perfect.
some
Once you
of the-
come in, you see it right there.
Yeah,
some
but
of
no,
the
it's a good
vendors we're
spot. I'm
talking
happy.
about- Yeah, I mean, it's better than on the inside where you were that first year. When
Yeah.
when you dissed me. We got. I don't hold
Do it
grudges
again.
whatsoever, man. Some of the vendors that are going to be there.
Nice.
You know, there's just so much to do. If you've never been to it, you really should, especially this year being. What other big cons have happened since the pandemic? 3MIB, we're going to be set up. We are going to have our new banner. Look at that stuff. Look at that. Yeah, good
What a
good
guy.
looking guy right there. Man, he
I
is.
like that guy.
Man,
He's not great for fabric,
I
but
have a face for hand modeling, don't I?
you do.
We are going to be giving away at our table. Streetside Anthony has donated a book. It's a Renew Your Vows Spider-Man book in 9.8, and also Star Wars High Republic #1 with all 5 first appearances. Basically, all you got to do is come by our table, pretend like you like us, show us that you're subbed up to our YouTube channel, or sub up right there and then, and you will get a free entry into winning these slab books. We'll just have you fill out a ticket with your name and your phone number so we can call you and get your address and send it to you. That easy. We're going to have giveaways. I got a whole fresh batch of poker chips to give away, business cards, stickers, T-shirts, and pint glasses, and we're going to have all sorts of stuff. I think we got a table saying, let's just get a table. And it's kind of taking a life of its own with the stuff that we're going to do there. And I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'm not – this is our first year with a table, so this is going to be a completely different experience, and I'm hoping –
Listen, aside of all that, what he said, hey, you got the casino, you got restaurants, you got bars, you got this is going to be a good weekend. 4-day weekend if you're there from Thursday to Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm there. We're getting there Friday morning, and I'm leaving. I'm checking out a hotel Monday, so we will be there the whole time. PSA again: if you see any of us, if you see anybody from the comic community, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, when you go up and say, "Hey," shake their hand like you know them. Tell them your name and tell them your handle from YouTube. Listen, if you have a different handle from Instagram to YouTube, shame on you, first of all. But give both. Give both, throw people a bone. Out of place, out of mind. They don't, it's not that they don't know you. It's just they don't expect you to see you somewhere like that. So, make it easier on the people that you're saying hello to, and vice versa. I'm always going to say my first and last name, so people know who I am when I introduce myself. So, I'm definitely looking forward. If you've never been here, like Mike just said, you're in a casino. Once it's over, we are going to. We're going to have a couple live shows from our hotel lobby as far as 3 Men in the Basement are concerned.
They're going to be poolside too, guys. 3 Men in the Basement.
Yeah. Apparently, we're having a party on the pool patio.
Ron's bringing a speedo.
Don't want to see that right there. No.
Wednesday, we're going to do another show and have strictly people that are selling the show things, and I'm going to have kind of like Gary. I'm going to show my 6 speedos, and you get to vote on which one I wear.
Yeah.
So that's how we're going to run that.
Most revealing. That's going to be.
I'm not. I could put up 6 pictures of me wearing those speedos,
That's
so you
better.
can tell which one I look better in.
Front and back, please.
Maybe I can make little videos of me dancing, doing the Cabbage Patch while I'm wearing speedo.
Oh man,
I would go for the pink one, the hot pink one, because it says bum on the back. But
I want the one with the lightning bolt on the front. That's
lightning
the one I
bolt on
like.
the front. Yeah. The problem is the lightning bolt's too small.
Yeah. Well, I understand.
Yeah, I'm very. Yeah, it makes me very self-conscious.
man.
Guys, this has been awesome, man. We've been going for almost 2 hours.
Shit,
Anybody watching, if you haven't found out what Terrificon is by listening to all these great people and the experiences and expectations of even if you've never been there, you know, like Mike and Doug, you guys are great comic book hunters, and you have a lot of knowledge in the industry. So you've heard what they're looking for, and if you don't know what to expect or what to look for, you know, then go in there and just walk around until you figure it out, because
fun,
it's
man.
really.
I'm excited
you know,
to hear their opinions, especially for never being to
Yeah.
a show. This show.
Yeah, and we're definitely
I
we're
like
going to
that.
circle back with everybody. So we're going to do this again, and we're going to one at a time and say, what did you end up doing? Did you do what you thought you were gonna? Did you end up staying an extra night because you realized you were a meatball and should have stayed the extra night? Because you don't like he's, you know, Street Side had no idea how big this thing was, right? I think he's, you know, someone like that's going to regret not staying more than one night, because it don't open at 1:30. It's done at like 5 or whatever that night.
No,
That's
9 first night.
Oh, first night's 9. How the hell are
Yeah,
you
so
gonna
it's
do
like
show
it's like a
8?
later show. But then Saturday is
Still
10
not
to
a lot of
7.
time though.
No,
Still not a lot of time.
no, it's not.
So plan accordingly, and feel free to come to our booth, Very Gary's booth. You see people walking around. We're all just as friendly in person as we are on Instagram and YouTube, guys. So come up, shake our hands, say hello, get some free shit, stickers and stuff. Come see us. You know, if I'm walking around an aisle and I'm not at my booth and you recognize me, stop me, and I'll have some swag in my backpack to give you for sure, you know. So guys, you guys have been awesome. Thank you so much, Gary, Mike, Uncle Frank, Doug. Thank you guys so much for going on. Anybody have any last words they'd like to say before we end the show?
Man, thank you for inviting me for this, man. Guys, if you haven't seen part 1 to this, guys, man, make sure you go see part 1 with my man Otto, man, and he had Josh and a couple other people from the community too, man, in the chats. That was a nice show too. So go check that out, man.
Ex-Illusionary was on there.
Yeah, Roger too. Sorry for everything you're going through, but I'm sure tonight was a nice little distraction for you.
Yeah, it's been
having
great.
fun
Thanks.
for a couple hours, and I'm sure next week is going to be a blast. We're gonna have a week from today.
Roger, looking forward to meeting you in person and everybody else.
Sweet.
Looking forward to meeting you, Doug.
Again, guys, thanks for having me on. Gary, were you taking my notes of my wish list?
No, what did you want?
No, you better send those to him. In the
I don't
DM.
have any of the Craven stuff graded except the first Craven.
Okay.
I don't have any of that graded. I have it raw.
Do you have any Very Gary licensed Speedos?
Not yet. I'm about to.
The ginger head angel on the rear end of a Speedo.
Yeah, listen,
Now
Roger. Roger got some great Canadian license Speedos. How about that?
It's my logo coming off the front right there. It's coming at, it's like 3D.
Now you got to highlight that guy one. That one.
Put the glasses on. It's coming right at
So
you.
if you put 3 men in a basement on the back of a Speedo, people are going to have different thoughts.
yes.
They're not
Don't
going to
do
be
that.
thinking comic books. I promise you that.
No, we always tell people when they go on YouTube, you're gonna subscribe. Let me search that. No, just hit my QR code. Don't search. Uncle Frank.
Again, thank you. You guys know I never take this for granted. So I do appreciate you letting me spend some time with you guys. And I look forward to seeing all of you next week. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and the guys, everybody's stoked in the chat too. Everybody's looking forward to seeing everybody. This has been great. Appreciate you guys. I'm looking forward to seeing Gary's video next week leading up to the show. I'm sure the defects are going to have some stuff. You're going to have stuff all over Instagram and YouTube about the show leading up to it. So catch as much of it as you can, guys, so you know what to expect. And when you come in, 2 recommendations. First stop, 3MIB. Second stop, Very Gary. That's all I got to say right there. Appreciate you guys on the panel. Appreciate everybody in the chat, anybody watching on the rewind. And on behalf of 3 Men in the Basement, Everado, Dave in the Cave, I am Roger, a.k.a. the Cranky Canadian, and we are out. Thank you, everybody, and good night, Canada.